CNH remanufactured products offer outstanding value for the customer, along with the quality and dependability the brand represents. It all starts at the CNH Reman Core Return Center. Also known as the CRC, it's responsible for relieving over $15 million worth of core credit annually to CNH dealers. The direct and dedicated staff of 15 processes nearly 1 million pounds of core per month. Additionally, credit is released directly to dealers within 3 days from receipt of material. Following the procedures located in the online parts catalog will ensure proper credit is given to the customer and, in turn, released to the dealer. These procedures are outlined in the online parts catalog and attached to the Reman part as a service bulletin. They spell out the criteria for returning cores, including acceptable OEM, casting, and fuel pump numbers, and the amount of core credit deducted per defect. It's important to note that the criteria spelled out in the online parts catalog are used by both the dealer and the Core Return Center to ensure consistency in core assessment.
The online parts catalog is something that we use here as well. Support Pro and PAL, both of which CNH uses. That's the catalog that we use for our core criteria. It's the same core criteria that the dealers should be basing their core returns off of. When a core comes back, we do an external visual inspection, the same external and visual inspection that the dealer should be doing.
Once a core has been shipped to our facility, we'll do our own inspection and determine credit for the core based on our spelled out criteria. Having the proper paperwork is extremely important to applying the right core credit, especially proper tagging and dealer code identification.
The importance of having the parts tagged and even the paperwork with your dealer code is, number one, we have one dealer with multiple stores, and if they just send it in with no dealer code, we have no clue which store to get their proper credit.
Part of getting full credit for a core is common sense, such as not letting cases sit out in the rain.
That we get parts that are coming in, and although the parts are very durable, and we can remanufacture these things, they can last forever, but the packaging can come in just soaking wet, been left out in the rain, and I've had these things with mold and rust and stuff like this, and we get better credit and be quicker to handle these things if things just weren't wet, moldy, and rusty.
The Core Return Center will key in the dealer credit to the system and then generate an RCN, Return Control Number. We'll fax this back to your dealership within 48 hours of the core shipment receipt. This document will display all the core numbers returned by a given dealer, along with the core deduction code and any other necessary information. There are a couple of basic concepts to keep in mind when returning cores. First is like for like. This means the core returned must be the same model and year range as the Reman part being purchased. Selling a current model part to an older application is considered an upgrade of the equipment. That can't happen because many times the older core equipment cannot be used to make a later model remanufactured product. The second basic concept is as removed condition. This means the core being returned needs to contain the same core parts that come with the remanufactured part. Remember, CNH Reman cores make up the raw material necessary to keep this program the best repair option for your customer's equipment. It's important to return cores as soon as possible so the Core Return Center can turn them back into cash for the dealership. In shipping cores to the Core Return Center, keep in mind freight is free if you have 300 pounds or more of core. If you have under 300 pounds, you now have a new process in which you can return cores using the CNH Reman Returnable Box Program. Please refer to your CNH Remanual for this new procedure. Detailed core return shipping instructions are outlined in your CNH Remanual. If you have any questions on core returns, call the Core Return Center at 417-863-6166 or the CNH Reman Technical Center at 888-949-7362, also known as 888-Y-REMAN.